Oh,
Oh, fuck. Come on.
Where's
I
the
can't.
captain?
Oh.
How do I get in? I need to get in here.
Last time I remember where the captain was, he barricaded himself in the lunchroom with some other survivors, but they're dead now, so maybe he's there?
Fucking to take us to the lunchroom.
Okay. He sort of says, I know the way, but at this point I think it would be safer if one of us stays here.
he knows the
Guards
way.
the door?
Hey, Morgan. You did that again. You did the exact same thing previously, and it was equally.
Yeah,
terrible.
don't do that ever again.
You fucking asshole. Just kidding.
That means fucking stupid.
I knew you weren't serious, so I didn't say anything.
All right, so who's staying?
I'm gonna go with I love Revra.
I'm gonna go, but I'm gonna give my laser pistol to the dwarf if he stays.
He's leading us though. So
The
yeah,
dwarf said, yeah, I'm not going. I'm staying here.
Can you give me directions to the lunchroom?
Yes, I can. You...
Before he even says anything, I pull out my wristwatch and do the holo map.
Oh, you just go this way. And he sort of, points... He points, down the hallway you came through to a door on the opposite end that you didn't go through. It's near where you came in. The door over here, and he points to the top left.
I follow his directions and go there with Thomas and Shira.
Is Trish staying with him? Or are you coming with us, Morgan?
Well, are all you guys going?
Yeah, we're all going.
I'm
The dwarf's
staying.
staying here, though.
I'm staying with him.
Okay.
Staying with Dad.
Rude.
Okay, so you arrive at the lunchroom. The door is barricaded. However, the door is barricaded by a bunch of random shit, but the door itself is open.
Can I just move the shit out of the way?
Yeah. Roll for strength.
Oh. I'm gonna help, so I'm gonna also...
Yeah, I need help.
I rolled a 12, and my strength's +1.
With working together, you managed to move you managed to pull the barricade apart, and as soon as you do, a body slumps from the barricade. It's all completely bloodied and chewed on, and that actually was funny.
Yeah, if it wasn't so wasn't so goddamn far away from the gosh dang, diddly dang mic.
It's just really quiet.
It is really quiet.
I loot that body.
On him, you just find a key card which reads level 2, and what looks like more unobtainium.
It looks like more obtainium, but is it really?
More unobtainium.
Is it eaten though? So what makes it so?
Is it eaten though?
I push him away.
I feel such a dick for beginning. I
and
didn't even know.
head into the room.
As you enter the room, the smell of death hits your nostrils, and roll for Constitution.
It smells like
sort of-
death.
I just sort of
Roll for
cringe and say,
Constitution.
"Ew."
I thought you said meth.
It smells like meth.
Yeah, it smells like meth.
Constitution's just 0, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nat 20.
The stench sort of hits your nostrils, but it doesn't really seem to bother you. You're
I just sort of cringe and go, ugh, that's a bad smell.
Floppy, are you wearing your helmet?
Yes.
I'm gonna have you roll for Constitution to see if you're horrified from the bodies.
Okay.
The smell's not affecting you, it's the
Fuck's sake.
the amount of bodies just sort of it completely terrifies you that a small amount of Hyver has managed to do this, and you're currently cowering by the door.
What the fuck? How is this possible?
Freedom, you have to roll for Constitution too.
Alright. Flavor this however I want. I don't know, does that pass?
Yeah, it passes.
Okay, if it's passing, he's just, I mean, Thomas is used to it. He just walks in and he's like, what's the big deal?
You sort of gag, but
Yeah.
you're fine.
So I'll hide it behind my, very obviously well-composed and stoic facade. But it is, kind of fucking with him.
There's just chunks of dead bodies and bodies on the tables and stuff like that.
So, chunks, huh?
And do you notice that the kitchen door that leads to the lunchroom sort of has a body smashed by the door?
Can I loot that body?
No, there's no pockets on the upper half.
Wow, Rever is like the most disrespectful person on the fucking.
He's a
Everyone
pirate.
looks bodies, Morgan.
Dude, he became a fucking, like, a pirate mogul at 18
Yeah.
years old.
Yeah.
That's no excuse.
You can't loot that body because its other half is in the other room.
Take that.
Alright. I loot any bodies that are in there with us.
You just get more level 2 key cards, and then you actually manage to get 2 level 3s, but you mostly just get their wallets. So
How much money is in their wallets total?
total, it's 500 common.
I give it all to Thomas and the key cards.
Oh, well, thank you. For the key cards.
Is the captain's body in there?
I don't know, let's look around and see.
Well, from looting all the bodies, you don't find the captain's one. However, on the wall written in blood is, "I'm the captain now."
I'm
And,
captain.
And you see the head of the captain hanging on a noose.
Where's his body?
For us, isn't this just the head of a penguin?
It's the head of a penguin, yeah.
I continue into the next room. Get the other half of that first guy.
In the room, it sort of just, it looks like they were actually starting to eat each other. They were cooking each other.
I loot all their bodies.
The only bodies you find is one that is currently burning in the furnace, and the split in half. The split in half one, you find a level 4 key card and a note. The note reads, "I'm going to eat tonight."
What?
I think the dwarf is doing this.
Is the dwarf okay?
Hey,
Can I pull that one body out of the furnace?
Yeah. The body sort of has a hat laying on it, which is completely scorched.
Hmm.
Roll Roll for Constitution if you manage to pull it out of the fire without burning yourself.
All of us, or just him?
Just him.
We take turns, like it's a fucking sword in the stone. Forget what that sword
14.
in the stone is
Okay.
called.
You pull the body out with just mild burns. They don't really hurt you. And are you looting him?
Yep.
You loot him to find a scorched level 5 key card.
You found it. You found the level 5 key card. Now you can do everything you ever want.
I head back to that cockpit.
Okay. While you guys are heading back, Morgan, the dwarf sort of turns you and says, Captain, after the battle, what exactly happened?
Well, I lost my family, friends, and pretty much everyone that I really cared about, except for, to be honest, I thought you were all dead. So I ended up just...
Captain, some of the inhabitants of the planet, they managed to evacuate in time. At least that's what I heard after the battle.
It's not funny, like, at all. It's just annoying.
Just say Nani. Normally.
Yeah. Just say it.
And then, Morgan,
Morgan.
don't fucking
No,
do this again.
Somebody was talking. Somebody was talking to me outside of the...
Morgan, your mic.
Anyway.
And says, some of the people on the planet evacuated. Perhaps your family survived?
Do you know where they are now?
Some of them went back to Earth. However, some of them I know went to Mars as well. In fact, if I remember correctly, one of the crew members that was on my escape pod went to Earth. Something about studying at the university there.
Well, I know I'm never gonna. I'm probably not gonna see them, considering that that's really far. That's really way off the beaten path. If I wanted to see them again, so.
Path, you say? As he says that.
No. I'm saying this out of character.
Oh. Okay.
So like, it's either Mars or Earth.
It's probably Mars. Let's be real.
He also says this. However, I do know one of them, and I'm kind of wish I didn't. But he went on to to join with the well, your Earth, I think, calls them traitors now. But they went on to help form the hegemony of destiny. Hegemony of destiny.
You're fucking retarded, Seth.
Hegemony.
I can't say that word. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Okay,
Think of it as being
I'll
like-
okay. I'll give him a pass on that, considering that that's such a very underused word.
Yeah, I mean, the
And,
way
like,
that I remember how to
everything-
pronounce it is to just think of it as having 3 syllables. Hegemony. And then it becomes the actual word. That's just what I do, though. I don't know if that works for everyone. Anyway.
Morgan, do you have a response to that?
I don't, but like,
Okay. Well, as he
really happy.
says that, Revra, Thomas, and Sheila arrive.
Did I overhear this conversation about Destiny?
You. No, roll. Fuck it. Roll to see if you did. Because I can't decide that. No, you didn't.
Oof.
Is that your like default response to everything now?
No, it's not my default response to everything. It just replaced RIP in my repertoire of words that I say when something fucks
I heard
up.
it, but didn't care.
Oh, I see.
Okay. Yeah, you just don't really care. However, hearing about Destiny, Revra, you do remember that your Florida is hated. Oh yeah, Baga comes from Destiny.
You mean Florida?
Like,
Yeah,
what's destiny?
it's the separate. It's essentially Earth. It's essentially people who split away from Earth after they became diplomatic or whatever, democratic or whatever.
So all the Republicans left Earth and formed their own empire.
Which had immediately crumbled because it was an echo chamber. And no one had any different ideas ever. And the people that did have different ideas were cast off the planet.
All you know is that it's it's an authoritarian police state and ruled by dictators. And they hate all aliens and they're warmongers.
Sounds about right. See, meanwhile, I am a descendant of the Floridian crown.
Wasn't
You don't-
Florida Republican, isn't it?
It is, but
The
they're
planet
also
of
aliens.
Florida. The planet of Florida had a monarchy until a revolution.
Yeah. Anyway, you swipe the key card, right?
Yeah.
So you swipe the key card and it says key card accepted. Please repair key card for later use.
What do you mean repair it? It's fucking
And a sort of
broken.
slot opens up where you slotted it. It says, "Please place key card for repairs."
I put it in.
It sort of removes the scorch marks and sort of doesn't rebuild a new one, but changes some of the numbers that were there originally. It says, "Key card repaired. Have a nice day," and it just hands you the key card and it closes back up, and the cockpit opens.
I enter the cockpit and search for that piece.
On the captain's chair, you find this strange little square cube
I take it.
with a bunch of different symbols on it.
I take it.
Okay.
Put it in my left pants pocket.
And there's nothing really else in the room aside from some piloting controls. However, on one of the controls is flashing. The jump drive is flashing. That there's a problem with it.
Is it ready to go?
You gotta get the jump drive now.
The dwarf looks at you and says, "Okay, do you have spacesuits on your ship?"
We have, like,
Yeah.
not enough for everyone.
Well, as long as we have enough to have one or two people go out and work it, we should be fine.
Yeah, we have enough of that.
Yeah, we do.
Good. Then that's everything that's kind of everything that I know that would be useful on the ship. Unless you want to look around.
I just want that jump drive.
Yeah, I don't think I want to see any more of this ship, to be fair.
I love this ship. My favorite ship.
Let's take this ship.
No,
No.
I was joking.
I was too.
That was in character. I thought that was in character.
Yeah, I thought that was in character.
It wasn't.
Oh.
Whenever we're out of character, let's just say out of character, I do this or something.
You can assume most of the stuff that
Yeah.
I say is in character.
Could do that. Usually I do the voice, but doing Revra's voice just takes a lot out of me, so I can't do it a lot.
Yeah, that's fair.
Man.
Beta.
I asked the dwarf really quick. Wait, I don't want to explore the rest of the ship, but what exactly are these rooms? And I sort of just open up the holo map and point.
That's the crew quarters, and that's right there is the entertainment room.
Entertainment room?
Yeah, you know, where you relax, play games.
Oh, I don't have that on my ship.
Oh.
Then your ship is probably shit.
My ship is better. We have in-flight
Your ship is shit.
in-flight entertainment. There's movies you can watch. Inception, Interstellar 4.
I mean, we can watch movies and stuff on my ship. We just don't have any place to play.
I mean, you had a card game going in your fucking, in your sleeping quarters, so...
I guess that's true. Anyway.
So yeah, you all walk off the ship?
Before we exit, I ask the dwarf about his skills. What skills he has.
Well, now I'm sort of really good at, I'm sort of really good at getting into smaller spaces and fixing things. However, before I was pretty good with gunnery. I served on, Trish's ship for that.
I can attest to that.
I see. Well, very well then. And we go get that piece.
Seth, I just want to tell you, we're getting a lot of NPCs now.
Yeah.
This guy is not sticking with you forever. It's mostly just you saved him and he's gonna leave eventually.
And it says we can just have him chill on the ship unless we want them.
Yeah. That's why I'm liking this whole ship thing, is you can just have them sit on the ship.
Rhythm, is that your impression of Soldier?
What? When I was just whispering there?
You sound like Hanzo.
It was terrible. It sounded like
Sounds
Hanzo?
like Hanzo.
Yeah.
By the dragon.
Joking.
Yeah, that was bad. My voice is too
Mocked
deep.
by the dragon.
It's too deep to do any Overwatch heroes. Maybe I could do Diva.
I've got you in my sights.
You got shit in your sights, nigga.
Too shredded right now to try and do it.
What, Diva?
Huh?
Yo!
Love Diva.
Damn. What are we like? Nerf this! I can't.
Jesus Christ.
Nerf this!
That was the most
I feel like
annoying
That was
thing
I feel like
I've
that was
ever heard
worse
in my
somehow.
life.
Hey, it was annoying, so I guess it worked.
No!
Anyway, we got the jump
Defense
drive now,
matrix
right?
activated. I don't even know if that's what she says. Is that what she says?
Yeah, that's what she
It
says.
is. Defense matrix activated, or whatever. I don't know
Time to
what
raise
that
my APM.
Time to raise
Yeah,
my
anyway.
APM! There's no way any of us are
Anyway.
going to be able to do that because we don't have the voice filter.
Gigi.
I think
Well,
if
you did sound like an anime girl.
Yeah, well, as much as physical
Description
possible.
of. I love Freedom's description of Diva in that one video where he says she sounds like a choking loli.
She do.
Dude.
Anyway, you walk through the airlock to your ship, and you notice that there are 3 Hiver bodies, sort of piled outside the airlock, and just standing there is the engineer saying, "What fucking took you so long?"
I don't know. Did you want to maybe help us next time? Maybe stop complaining so much.
And she just puts the shotgun back on her back and says, "Fuck this! I'm going back to my workshop."
Your workshop?
Yeah, your workshop.
Oh, you guys haven't seen it?
Wait,
No,
what?
you have a workshop
Show
you
me.
didn't tell me about.
she escorts. Are you going with her, Thomas?
Yeah, I'll go with her.
Okay. And she escorts Sheila and you to the cargo hold and says, "Welcome to my workshop." And you just see a bunch of tools sprayed around the place, with a bunch of different modifications and blueprint ideas all around the cargo hold.
Absolutely no class whatsoever.
What the fuck are you doing?
I've been looking at the ship and thinking of some improvements.
Yeah, it's not. It sucks.
Well, I also just heard we're gonna get an upgrade with the jump drive, right?
Yeah, and let's hope it doesn't turn us inside out. I haven't had a chance to inspect
As she
it yet.
says that, the engineer behind you guys sort of says, "Yes, Missy. I think you're an engineer, right?" "Yeah, I'm an engineer."
I'm an engineer. I can resolve problems. Not
Making a
problems
chicken
I
out of a
can
feather.
resolve.
You're making
That's
a
all
chicken
practical
out of a
problems.
feather.
And
Looks like you're making a chicken out of a feather.
you can actually do that voice pretty well.
I channeled like my
Anyway.
Irish. That's not.
Yeah, he's Swedish.
Says
No,
you'll
he's
need
not Irish.
we'll need spacesuits to
Swedish.
get it off the ship.
I'm Swedish.
We should be able to do it if you keep the ship steady. Right. As soon as you hear this, you get a retransmission from the penguins. "Well, have you left the ship yet? We're ready to blow it. Also, what happened with the big explosion earlier?"
We're ready to blow it.
What
I
big
go on and
explosion?
say, we're not ready yet, and don't worry about the explosion. It is nothing.
And never underestimate my ability to blow it.
Okay, how much longer you think? We're ready to blow it.
Can you stop being so fucking demanding?
Like, just
The engineer
just do it tomorrow.
The engineer sort of yells, "Maybe 10 minutes."
You've got 5.
Rude, all of you.
Okay then, we'll be awaiting your signal.
So we're gonna do some spacewalking now, right?
Just the engineer and the dwarf have to. You guys have to keep the ship steady.
Alright, so I don't have anything to do.
What's so fucking funny?
I lay down.
What's so fucking funny?
I found a video of Jared in the Sail of Jupiter cosplay right outside the hotel.
Hell yes.
You reposted in the wrong neighborhood.
Dude, can I?
Oh my
Share it
god!
with me? Wait, you found the video?
I'm not gonna share it with him without
Wait, you found the video or you made the video?
it.
You found
But I don't
it?
want to share it without his permission.
Yeah, you know that
put
time
it-
that Jared went to a convention with like hundreds of people at it?
No.
And
I don't want to share the
cosplay?
video
And
without his.
Dude, it's
I wanna-
you literally did that in public.
Just put it up.
Yeah.
Why would Jared be weird about that? He did
Put it
that
in general.
public.
Yeah.
With us, like with our group of
Hold
friends.
on. I'm gonna have to edit it so I can actually put the song over it because
Okay, go do that then.
I'll do that. But
Alright.
back to the story.
Anyway, the engineer and the dwarf get into some spacesuits and exit through the outer airlock and just jump over to the other ship and start working on it.
Good lord.
At least we don't hear him moving the mic constantly now.
Yeah. It's just like a few moments of unpleasantness. Instead of like a full like hour of it.
Anyway, so while they're fixing that, what are you guys doing on your ship? Also, I forgot to mention you get 200 XP.
All of us?
Yay!
Alright.
Where'd my pencil go? Fuck, where'd my pencil go? Oh wait, I have a lead pencil.
200. Play. I just lay down, I guess. There's no food. Or actually, let's say I do the radio show.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot you have a radio show. My
I
man.
go into the cockpit with my radio and do the radio show that I wrote out.
Oh, you mean the one that you did earlier?
Yeah.
Right, you
one
want
that I
to?
wrote out in.
Do we want to go ahead and read that as part of this happened now?
Yeah.
All right, let's do that.
Oh, it's in lounge. That's right.
Yeah, it's in the lounge.
Oh God, I can't do the voice. Hello, everybody, and welcome to VORW Radio. Now, I know I've been gone for quite a while, and I know that many of you are probably asking, Revra, where have you been? And as much as I would like to say that I simply got busy or had some creative block, the fact of the matter is I went to jail. No, it's true. I was ratted out by my mortal enemy Baga and sent to jail. As a result, I have not had access to my radio equipment. The good news, however, is that I have managed to break out and acquire a radio to broadcast with. I'm still in something of a sticky situation, so don't expect much in terms of a consistent program. I'm going to be off and on for a while until I manage to sort some things out. But I will be broadcasting when I can, however sporadic that may be. If you wish to tune in, you can find my broadcast on the shortwave frequencies of 1369 for the Folidra sector, 1038 for the Basril sector, 5229 for the Inland sector, and many other frequencies. Again, that's 1369 for the Folidra sector, 1038 for the Basril sector, and 5729 for the Inland sector, and several more frequencies for different sectors. For more information on broadcast channels, feel free to email me at vorinfo@notpiratemail.com. That's VORWINFO@NOTPIRATEMAIL.com. Even when I am not on, the broadcast should still be ongoing, playing an automated playlist. If there are any broadcast issues, feel free to email me at that same address, VORWINFO@notpiratemail.com. That's all for announcements today, so I will go into playing music, starting with a personal favorite song of mine, Folsom Prison Blues by the man, the legend, Johnny Cash. I regret making that so long.
I attach a sticky note to the TV. On it reads, "Don't shoot the TV."
Morgan, never press the on and off button on that mic. Just
Yeah, it
mute
makes
your
the
actual
worst
mic.
Sound. It makes the worst.
Sorry,
fucking sound.
sorry, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I probably should have explained that that's why people yell at me when I do that.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Anyway, as you play your radio station, Revra, you receive an email from Baga. Yeah.
Baga.
You want to read it because
Like,
technically it's Baga.
When you get an email from Baga,
Yeah.
the notification sound is just you going, Baga.
I just have an app on all of my devices, and as soon as it registers the word Baga, that just plays.
Rip. Fuck.
Hang on. Whatever. I'm coming for you, and this time I'll finish the job, is what it says. The voice is a work in progress.
That's fine. Do you want to read the rest of your shit?
Jared, on a side note, I really appreciate how when you talk out of character, you still add all the symbols.
I'll jam a battle axe up your urethra and twist.
What?
That first song was Folsom Prison Blues by Johnny Cash, of course. The second one, oh yeah, I forgot to mention that the song Fool by Boa plays after Johnny Cash. The second one was a listener request by Jessica from the Farsec Planet. Fool by the band Boa. Thank you, Jessica. I was going to talk about my choice of Folsom Prison Blues for this segment. However, I got a very interesting email. I won't beat around the bush. I'll just get to the chase. The fact of the matter is, I got an email from Baga. He sent me an email saying that he was coming for me and would finish me off this time, essentially. However, I know Baga. I know that he's a weakling with a lazy crew that even altogether could never hope to fight me, so he must resort to other tactics such as selling me out to the government. The fact of the matter is that this email is an embarrassment more than anything else. It really is. It's an embarrassment that someone just so weak could even hope to threaten me. Anyway, enough about that. We have a huge backlog of listener-requested music, starting with Criminal by Fiona Apple, requested by Steven from the planet Kimon.
Before you start reading...
Here's some Fiona Apple.
Before you start reading the next thing, Floppy?
Really, Fiona Apple?
I'm sitting in the, in like, the bar, drinking my drink. That way I can read the next part.
Yes, Fiona Apple. First of all, Fiona Apple is good. Second of all, is the listener request.
Okay. Just read the Galaxy Wide radio broadcast and I'll say what was next.
Oh, going to the radio Wait. Oh, this radio broadcast.
Yeah.
This is Captain Baga to all open channels. I ain't no coward. I'll rule over all pirates. But till then, I'll put a trillium in credit bounty to whoever brings me the head of Captain Revra, and a bonus for all his crew that may still be alive. Then, on the computer screen, wanted dead Captain Revra, 1 trillium credits.
What? My nose starts to bleed. 1 trillium?
Revra turns to anyone that's in the cockpit, and he says, "See, told you, he's a wimp who can't take care of business himself."
Yeah, Thomas just goes from this whole time he's been sitting with his feet up on the coffee table, facing towards the television, with a bowl of cereal in his lap, with a bowl of, like, not on his lap but like on his chest, and his head is slumped forward enough that his nose is in the cereal, and he's like asleep.
I move his head out of the bowl so he doesn't drown.
He doesn't wake up.
Morgan?
Yeah?
It's your time to read.
Where is it?
You want me just to read it?
He just walks in, or she just
Morgan walks into the room
and sees a sleeping alien with milk on his face.
Miracle. And
yeah, that's I only posted like one thing in there, so that's it.
It's me again. Oh god.
This is the last one you have to do, though.
Yeah. Fiona Apple song finishes playing, after which the song Paranoid Android by Radiohead plays. After this, I go back onto the air. Well, this is something of a development, folks. As you may have heard, Baga has indeed put a bounty on my head. Now, guys, I don't want to bog this broadcast down too much with what's been going on between Baga and I, but I don't want to keep anyone who wants to know in the dark either. I am deeply grateful to the support that you guys have shown both the show and myself, and I appreciate the words of support many people have been sending me in response to Baga's threat. For now, I just want to say that I am indeed safe, and that there's absolutely no way that Baga's childish antics will affect the broadcasting of this show. Bounty far surpasses what someone like Baga could ever hope to obtain anyway. Well, that's all I have to say on the matter. Listener Yuk Flan mailed in from the planet Blazelgob, listening on the channel 4562. He says that the broadcast is generally pretty good, though it is fading in and out a fair bit. Regardless, he enjoys the music choice, and he has something of an interesting request. Folk music from his home planet. A band, or maybe they're a solo artist, I'm not completely sure at this moment, by the name of Chlujuvruch. Pardon my pronunciation. Here's Chlujuvruch's song Tijolgilk, also known as Children. And that song plays.
You couldn't even. Floppy, do you want to go ahead and do this email thing, or do you just want to save it for later?
We can do it now.
Okay. So Floppy, as you're checking.
Real quick, I'm just gonna head out for a sec.
Okay.
I'll be back before this is over, probably. But
Okay, Floppy, as you're sort of just checking the bounties, which we were gonna mention earlier, Floppy checks the bounties, and one of them is a mercenary with a big ass sniper rifle, and he's a cyborg, and he's wanted dead or alive. Yorha Deathbot went for destroying property, wanted dead, and an exterminator. On the bounty, it reads, he put more roaches in my house than he killed, and he's worth 500, and he's wanted dead.
I accepted all the bounties. Anyway, email.
Yeah. So as you're reading your email, or as you're reading the bounties, you get an email from someone you know very dearly. It reads, "Hey, I haven't heard from you or seen you in a while. Where are you at?"
I emailed her back. Things are kind of complicated right now. This job is taking a bit too long, and I will message you as soon as I have a way home.
You better not lose my mother's ship.
I won't.
I dropped my Cadbury egg.
Ah.
That's,
That fucking sucks.
yeah, this shit.
Actually, I lied. It wasn't a Cadbury egg. It was a Reese's egg.
Oh, that's even worse, actually. I think Reese's are better than Cadbury eggs, TBH.
They are. Well, it's a Reese's Cadbury egg.
Oh my god. Does it make you vomit immediately? Because that sounds like it's just way too rich.
Well, it's like a Cadbury egg, but instead of chocolate with the Cadbury cream, it's chocolate with Reese's.
Oh, I have an idea. Freedom. Let's read the news stuff right now. Might as well, right?
What's the news stuff?
No, the news channel. All right.
Oh, okay.
Today, the Council of Seoul convenes to speak about the atrocities carried out by the Corinth, along with a small terrorist group possibly affiliated with the cult. In other news, merchant murdered and his shocking stock of arms. Gas stop raided by pirates. Reports are coming in on a raid by the pirate at a gas station. Some were known to be connected to the infamous Sneak Pirate.
New movie Overnut launched today, and its critics agree that 10 out of 10 best ass in the galaxy. Also, random radio message. Hey, this is Crazy Bucky. Anyone seen my hat? Been looking for it all day.
What?
I turned off the radio and the TV.
What the fuck? I was watching that.
Sorry, don't want to hear the fucking shit news anymore. And the radio is just nearby ships anyway.
Alright, well, what if someone's making a distress call and we miss it?
The hologram emitter suddenly powers up and plays a porn ad. Hey, baby, want to have a good time? Then
Oh,
come to
weird.
Earth and visit Atlas, an old sanctuary city.
Mm.
Nice.
Just close it. Just close the ad.
Meh, the cops will help them and we'll keep... Meh, the cops will help them. I mean, we keep getting some strange beeps from a nearby planet. You're making me angry.
That's actually really interesting. What are they?
I think she wrote that in the fact of the next locations you can go to are. Sorry.
I did relate that to where we're going next, possibly. But, yeah, I don't know what the beeps are. They've just been coming in constantly.
Seth, I'm gonna make a Well, I'll make an insight check to see if I can understand what these beeps are from. Our main insight's plus 5.
So it's 20.
Yeah.
Okay. The beeps are sort of Morse code, and they sort of read out, the ritual is starting. Join us, brothers.
Oh my
Well,
god.
You guys want to go crash a ritual?
What is the jump drive installed?
It's now installed on your ship, and the engineer messages you. Okay, I'm gonna need whatever component that Revra has.
Just come take the component.
She comes into the ship and takes a component, and then she suddenly goes, wait. She sort of looks at it and fondles with it. This isn't part of the jump drive.
What is it then?
It's some sort of coordinate mapper?
Coordinate mapper?
Yeah, it's used to, you would type in coordinates with the symbols on it, and they'd take you to wherever you need to go.
Oh.
Oh. Okay.
So what you're saying is that the component is at this location.
No, this works with the jump drive. You would enter a coordinate with these symbols, and they'd take you to wherever the coordinate was. If the other ship was messed up the coordinates, that might have been the reason why they were filled with hivers.
All right, and can you help me find the component?
Well, the jump drive's installed. It's just the only way we were able to use the jump drive is if we decipher this text. I can't read it, but I do know that these are definitely coordinates.
Can I roll for perception? Or insight or something? Intelligence?
I was about to roll for...
None of you know what these symbols
Knowing.
are. I'm sorry to tell you, but none of you know what these symbols are.
Can I roll to figure it out?
See if you can decrypt a little bit of it, though.
Would that just be intelligence, or would it be like...
It'd just be intelligence.
Alright. Intelligence, plus 3 for a... 17 total.
Okay, well, you managed to decrypt at least 2 words. Home and servant.
That's not helpful.
Home and servant. What does that mean exactly?
I wouldn't know. Why are you asking me? I just know how to fix ships.
Maybe they
You
are
wouldn't know.
talking about they want their servant back home. But I don't know.
I look at the engineer. Wait, were you a servant for your family? Not the daughter?
No. I was their daughter. I don't think it's talking about me. If this symbol means home, and this one means servant, it might be referring to the Fallen Empire's servants, the Guardians, and their home planet, which, if this means home, that would mean their home planet... Wait, their home planet was destroyed.
Maybe this is like, this is like really far away right now. So we're getting it like light years behind. I don't fucking know. Does that apply in this universe? Like travel time for real?
No, there's nothing like that.
Okay.
If that was the case, Baga is probably older than Revra.
Yeah.
Wait, why would he be older than me?
Baga's already dead.
Yeah, he's like already dead.
Because the radio transmission we've been getting. Or he's implying that they're far away.
Oh.
Yeah. No, there's nothing like that. Anyway, so if this symbol means home, then these are probably the coordinates for their home planet. But there's nothing there. I mean, well, there's a massive fleet of Guardian ships, but there's no planet there anymore.
Maybe the planet's hidden. Is this... Wait. Sounds like Florida. If it's Florida, I know where we find Florida.
The engineer looked at you and said, yeah, the Fallen Empire wouldn't hide your home planet, Revra.
Maybe they would.
Yeah, well, it's their home, not yours, sadly. But it's definitely a little bit confusing with these symbols.
Do I know any symbols?
Bugga stole Florida.
The plot thickens.
August stole Florida.
Do I know any symbols?
Roll to see if you do.
I
Fuck.
don't think you do.
Yeah, I don't know any.
What is your intelligence actually?
It's +1.
Yeah, you don't know any symbols.
You guys want to take a track at deciphering it?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Also, you, Morgan?
Sure.
Yeah, I got no clue. I ain't got no fucking clue. Not a one. Not a one.
Also, can we have the engineer see if she knows any?
Yeah. She only knows the most basic of symbol.
That's a 5, you motherfucker.
Yeah, but her intelligence is actually +3, remember? I made her a character for your second life.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, she knows the basic of symbols, which is literally just the number 1.
Oh.
She was 1 and 0, so she could.
Yeah, she knows 1 and 0, and that's it. Morgan, do you want to roll to see if you know anything?
Sure. Intelligence?
Yeah, it's intelligence.
I'm really liking that Morgan is actually participating.
Mm-hmm.
What did you do, Seth?
I talked to him for a solid hour while making pizza.
Looks like it didn't fucking work.
No, you managed to know one symbol. And that's destruction.
I thought it was at. I
No,
could
you
at
know
someone in another language.
No, you know the symbol for destruction.
At you.
The symbol for destruction. Wait. Wait a minute. Are these symbols all related to something that we all know?
No.
The way he said that, I don't fucking like it.
Anyway. So the jump drive is all set up, but we can't use it until these symbols are at least deciphered.
Well, fuck. Where can we get them deciphered?
Maybe this... Let me think. She sort of just puts her hands to her face. I only know of 2 people who would kind of know... Well, 2 people who could possibly know. And that's either the Old History Cult on my home planet, or the Vaulters.
Walters?
Yeah,
I'm a Vulture.
actually, Revra is a Vaulter.
Yeah.
Wait. That probably explains why you know some of the language.
then why didn't, out of character, I'm asking, why didn't I know the other stuff?
That's because you know a little bit of symbols from them, but you don't know all of them. Like, your government keeps a lot of them hidden.
Alright. Well, I'm also a Floridian Volter.
Oh yeah, that's true too.
Oh yeah, so you would probably be like the hick of Vulture Society.
No,
Yeah.
Florida is a separate empire of
Oh.
Volters.
Then
It's not
no.
like
Yeah, then you would only know some of the language that you might have stolen from the original Vultures.
yeah. They're like the American to the Volters Britain.
Yeah. Anyway, so, and of course, you could probably find some of the ways to decipher it in their old ruins. You know, the fallen empires.
That would make sense.
Where's these ruins?
Well, they're all over the galaxy, but getting to them is a little bit hard.
Why is that?
You've never heard of the Guardians?
Oh, right. The Guardians. I forgot about them.
They exist.
I exist.
Yeah,
Yeah, alright.
if you go anywhere close to those ruins, you're destroyed instantly. They're
Yeah, we'll be fine.
okay. Well, I don't know of any nearby, but we can still try and make our way to your friend's, what is it? Treasure burial ground? What exactly is he sending us to, Revra?
I don't know. Something important, probably.
Alright, well, we can still try and make our way there. If we find any ruins on the way, we can stop.